All right, I'm at the new 8th tees at the Royal Hobart Golf Club. In moving the 7th fairway and the 7th green, the new 7th green finished up pretty much over the top of the old 8th tees. So we've had to move the 8th tees further around to the right, so they actually sort of butt up against the back edge of the batter of the effluent pond. So look, we've built one really large rear tee here, and to be honest, I actually think the playing angle plays a lot better from this side than from the old green. I think the bunkers on the right come into play a lot more, and I think those rear right pin positions are going to be particularly tricky. As a result, there was one bunker in here on the left that was a bit short, which we filled in. So I think there's only two left there on the left-hand side. But look, we had to do this as a result of improving both golf holes, and look, eventually we'll do a new green, but at the moment the tee was just part of the scope of work. So we've got a very large rear tee here, and I think for memory it plays off the very back. It's going to play at about 147, 148 metres. So it's a few metres shorter than before, but I actually think it's a better golf hole. So I'm just moving around here to the left side of the tee. Now what we were actually able to do was the old crushed aggregate cart path that was down the old left side of the 8th tees. We've actually reused it, and we've actually spread it so the new green's back in behind those trees, and we can walk back in through here. So we've saved a chunk of money on a path, and that's now our access point that's going to come in through here. This is all going to be sort of native area through here that's going to allow us to walk onto the tee, and then off you go. Over the left hand side we're going to keep that tree, and the ladies' tee has been poked over on that left side to provide a slightly shorter distance and a slightly shorter carry point. Now it's probably worth mentioning, you know, some of the rough and wild stuff that's in the foreground there. Look, we really wanted to take out a lot of the manicured grass from the front of the tee to the start of the fairway. Look, a lot of the great courses in the world do this, and look, a couple of reasons. One, aesthetically, I think it looks a lot better now. We've got a few mounds there that'll soften over time, but we're going to get a few of these native grasses that are going to bob up over there. Look, if you actually hit a shocker and you hit the ball, you know, 30 metres, you're going to be in there, but you're not going to be losing your golf ball, and you're still going to be able to play a shot through it. So it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to be like hitting into the water. But I know a few people have been looking at these areas and worrying about carry points. I mean, look, at some point in time we're creating a challenge here. Look, it's probably off the very tips. It might be about 80 metres to carry all that native wasteland area on the right-hand side. And for the ladies here, I've made it a lot shorter. I don't know if you can see. I might even scoot around the back of the tees here. That's probably where they'll park their cart, and they can walk onto the rear of the tee here. So as you can see, the playing angle becomes a lot less here, and look, you've still got a fairly little gnarly point there that they have to carry, but you know, if they can't carry the ball sort of 40 metres, and you know, the fairway's going to creep into where those pink flags are, and it's probably only about 25 metres into there, so they're still going to have every opportunity to play it up the left hand side and bounce it in from there. But look, as well as creating a challenge, and as well as I think making the hole more natural, we've probably got an area there that's about 2,000 square metres. Now the important thing is that that's 2,000 square metres less of watering, fertilisers, the whole bit. So if we can somehow do this, maybe not on every hole, but you know, if there's a bunch of holes that we can take 2,000 square metres off that we don't have to water, that puts a big dent in our water usage for the golf course. And you know, we're trying to water larger areas down there in the future for a short course, and particularly the practice fairway, which currently doesn't get irrigated at all. So I think we made you know, these are, as well as making the golf hole better, there's certainly a water usage component here that we have to factor in. So look, considering we've only built the tees, I think the hole will already improve playing to the existing green, and I think we eventually reshape the green, it'll be even better still. So I think it complements our new 7th, and it was just worth putting a little video together just to explain the thought process here.